Look, this has been an incredibly worrying time, and the fact that we've passed that grim milestone of 20,000, of course, is heartbreaking for every one of those who've lost loved ones. We know, though, that this has been an unprecedented crisis. I don't think you can blame the chief medical officers who were pressed repeatedly to try and put an estimate on how long it would take, how many people would pass away. What we do know is, as we go through the peak of this crisis, two critical things have happened which were part of our plan. The first one is, as we go through, we've flattened the peak because the public have followed the social distancing guidelines very carefully. That has been successful, and I'm afraid it's the reality that the death toll would have been even higher if we hadn't have introduced those measures at the right time, and frankly if the public hadn't have been overwhelmingly supportive of those measures. The second critical thing is that we've made sure we've got the critical care capacity in the NHS, the ventilators, the ICU capacity to deal with this crisis at its peak, and that means that the NHS hasn't been overwhelmed and has been able to cope not just with coronavirus but also the other critical care needs that people have. But as we come through this crisis, we're at a delicate and dangerous stage, and we need to make sure the next steps are sure-footed, which is why we're proceeding very cautiously, and we're sticking to the medical advice, the scientific advice, with the social distancing measures at this time, whilst doing all of the homework, if you like, to make sure that we're prepared in due course for the next phase.